Lesson 82, Algebraic Simplifications. This is a very simple lesson that is based on another one that we already did before, and we're just adding an extra level. So remember that when we have these kind of exercises, what we're going to do is solve it by levels. So for example, we're going to start with this one. And notice that those are two fractions that are being added. So we have to add those fractions, common denominator. Then we're going to do this division. Then we have to do another addition, so another common denominator. That would be number 3. And then finally, we have an extra layer of division, so that would be number 4. So if you do it like that in order, you're not going to have many problems. So let's start. I'm going to keep here the a. We're not going to do anything with that. And then we're not going to do anything with the 1 plus. And then the a, since it's a, I'm going to write it over 1. And then all of that and do the first layer. The first layer is common denominator. Let's do it here. I have 1 over 1 and I want denominator x. So I have to multiply times x and times x. So what do I get? I get x plus 1 over x. Remember, we want the same denominator so that we end up with only one fraction. So that was layer 1. Layer 2 is going to be the division. And when we do the division, we multiply the 2 on the outside and then we multiply the 2 on the inside. So let's rewrite all of that again. I'm going to do it here. We have the a over and we have the 1 that doesn't change. And then we multiply the 2 on the outside, so it's ax. And then we multiply the 2 on the inside, which is just 1 times x plus 1, which is x plus 1. So we did number 2. We did 2 layers already. The third layer, which is this one, is again addition. So let's continue here. For addition, we have to do common denominator. Now again, I'm going to put this a over 1. Because any number over 1 is itself, so we can do that and have a denominator there. And then if we want to do common denominator here, notice that we have 1, 1, and again we want common denominator. So we want to multiply here times x plus 1 so that both of them have the same denominator. When we do that, we end up with 1 times x plus 1 here, and then plus ax. All of that over x plus 1, which is the common denominator. And notice that the last thing we have to do is, again, division. So we're going to multiply the 2 on the outside, and I'm going to put it like this, a parentheses x plus 1 over the 2 on the inside, which in this case is a 1 times, so we don't have to worry about it. We'll just put x plus 1 plus ax. And that's it. That's our answer. Now notice we cannot cancel anything there because the a is multiplying on the top and it's adding here. All of this is adding to these other things. So we cannot simplify. Let's do one more. So we're going to do the same. The first layer, which is the addition. The second layer, which is the division. A third layer, which is another addition. And then the last layer, which is another division. So again, let's work in order here. The B, we don't touch it yet. The A, we don't touch it yet. The C, we're going to put C over 1, and then we're going to do the addition. And again, since I want common denominator, I need to multiply times y and times y. So it's xy plus 1 over y. Step 1 is done. Now step 2, division. We multiply these 2 and these 2. So I'm going to rewrite. B doesn't change. A doesn't change. When we divide, we get cy over 1 times xy plus 1. So it's just that. And we did now layer number 2. Now layer number 3, we're going to add. And for addition, we need common denominator. So we're going to multiply the 1 that is the denominator of the a times the denominator of the other one. So both the top and the bottom. So I'll continue here. We have b, and again I'll put b over 1 because we're almost ready to simplify that. And then here we're going to multiply 8 times xy plus 1. And then plus cy. All of that over the common denominator, which is xy plus 1. When we do the final step, which is the division, we're going to multiply b over xy plus 1. And then on the bottom, we're going to multiply the a parentheses xy plus 1 plus cy. Now, can you do distributive property? Yes, but it's not necessary. So we're just going to leave it like that. And that's it. That's the lesson. It's a very easy process. Just make sure that you know what you're doing. If you had any questions, just watch the video again until you really understand the different steps. But again, it's very repetitive. For addition, you need common denominator. Then for the division, you multiply the 2 outside and the 2 on the inside. Then you do addition again, common denominator, and then division again. Very repetitive. Okay, go do some practice. I'll see you in the next video.